आई थिंक स्ट्रीमिंग ने एंटरटेनमेंट को दुनिया को बहुत छोटा बना दिया है. मुझे आंखों में आंसू आ गए थे जब मैं उस पार्टी में थी और मैं ऐसे वन लाइन इन हिंदी बट मेरे पैर हमेशा चादर से बाहर होते हैं. I like challenges. First it has to scare you and then you have to rise above it. Loud सुनते हैं हम लोग, डांस करते हैं थिएटर में. कभी देखा है हॉलीवुड में थिएटर में डांस करना? If you decide to just sit back and say I've failed, then nothing, no one can help you. जी. हर चीज़ का सवाल है जी. आई थिंक मेरे लिए अभी ऑलमोस्ट 10 साल हो गए हैं हॉलीवुड में काम करते हुए एंड उसके बाद जाके एक ऐसा शो मेरे शोल्डर्स पे जो 5 साल से बातें चल रही हैं, 1.5 साल से हमने शूट किया है, लेकिन बहुत काम और कन्विंसिंग लगा यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए. तो यस, ये एक आई थिंक उनका नज़रिया मेरी तरफ भी बदला है, भारतीय सिनेमा की तरफ भी बदला है, भारतीय कलाकारों की तरफ भी बदला है एंड आई थिंक उसका एक बहुत बड़ा रीज़न है स्ट्रीमिंग. आई थिंक स्ट्रीमिंग ने एंटरटेनमेंट को दुनिया को बहुत छोटा बना दिया है. हम लोग सबटाइटल वाली फिल्में कहाँ से कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं. पैरासाइट ने बेस्ट पिक्चर भी जीता सबटाइटल्स में लोग देख के. तो एंटरटेनमेंट बहुत बदल चुका है एंड जब तक फिल्म मेकर्स उस बदलाव में नहीं इंडल्ज करेंगे वो पीछे रह जाएंगे. तो आई थिंक वहाँ मेरा एटलीस्ट मेरा एक्सपीरियंस जो रहा है, एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट है भारतीय सिनेमा में, भारतीय कलाकारों में और ग्लोबल शोज़ और ग्लोबल मूवीज़ बनाना, क्योंकि स्ट्रीमिंग की वजह से दुनिया भर के लोग हर तरह के एंटरटेनमेंट और हर भाषा के एंटरटेनमेंट को देखते हैं आजकल. मैं फ़िल्में देखती हूँ, मैं इंडियन कंटेंट को भी देखती हूँ, मैं राजकुमार राव की हर फिल्म देखती हूँ. मैं बहुत बड़ी फ़ैन हूँ. तो मैं और मेरी फैमिली हमेशा देखते हैं बट आई थिंक इंडियन सिनेमा ने बहुत पड़ाव क्रॉस किए हैं. हम बहुत ही इंटरनेशनल हो चुके हैं. हमारी इंडस्ट्री हमारी फ़िल्मों के बारे में ऑफ कोर्स वेस्ट बहुत जानता है, अवेयर है फिल्म मेकर्स के बारे में. जब मैंने वेस्ट में काम करना शुरू किया, बहुत कम इंडियन या साउथ एशियन 4-5 लोग थे हमारे. अब मैं देखती हूँ जब पार्टीज़ में जाती हूँ, मैंने रिसेंटली शुरू किया है एक प्री ऑस्कर्स पार्टी होस्ट करना सिर्फ साउथ एशियन नॉमिनीज़ और साउथ एशियंस के लिए, टैलेंट के लिए. एंड आई कैनॉट टेल यू कितना मुझे आंखों में आंसू आ गए थे जब मैं उस पार्टी में थी और मैं इतने सारे एक्टर्स और फिल्म मेकर्स से मिली जो हॉलीवुड में सालों से काम कर रहे हैं और छोटे छोटे रोल कर रहे हैं या काम ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. और अब हम लोग एक दूसरे को देख रहे थे और अबाउट 100, 200, 300 लोग एक साथ कलेक्टिवली आके हमने बोला कि हम यहाँ हैं और हमारी जगह है. तो हर चीज़ के लिए टाइम लगता है, लेकिन मेरे लिए क्योंकि मैंने काफ़ी मुशक्क़त देखी वहाँ जाके, तो मैं बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेती हूँ जगह बनाने के लिए. आई थिंक मेरे लिए क्योंकि मैं आज इस मुकाम पर पहुंची हूँ, मैं बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस रखती हूँ मेंटोरशिप में. यंग टैलेंट हो, यंग राइटर्स हो, स्पेशली फीमेल राइटर्स बिहाइंड द कैमरा, इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा, डायरेक्टर्स. मैं अपने मेरा प्रोडक्शन हाउस, आई हैव अ फर्स्ट लुक डील विद अमेज़ॉन और उनके साथ मैं काफ़ी फिल्में और टीवी शोज़ वगैरह कर रही हूँ. और वो मेरे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि मैं साउथ एशियन स्टोरीज़ बताऊँ एक ग्लोबल तरीके से, ताकि जो हमारी कहानियाँ हैं वो नॉर्मलाइज हों. वो सिर्फ ये नहीं हो कि अच्छा आज हिंदी देखना है या एक इंडियन की कहानी देखनी है. नहीं, आप नॉर्मली देखो ना, अच्छी कहानी है. तो दैट इज़ माई क्वेस्ट. अभी उसमें वक्त लगेगा लेकिन मैंने शुरुआत तो कर दी है. Of course. But I think that, perseverance is very important. I think it's very important. When I started, when I was 17, 18 years old, my dream was, oh God, I hope I get a film. I hope I get a film with a hero, or I hope I get one movie. I hope I get one dance song. I hope I get to wear the right outfit. Your dreams and ambitions are just small. And then slowly, they become bigger and bigger and bigger. And I have very big ambitions. I have ambitions of changing how Indian talent is perceived around the world. I have big ambitions of, showcasing and presenting more global stories from South Asia and the diaspora of our nation. I want to be able to, in Hollywood and in international entertainment, see more actors who are doing leading roles that are Indian, more filmmakers making global stories and working on international shows, working on English language shows. I would love to see producers and big studios make Hindi language entertainment that travels across borders. So I've always had bigger ambitions than where I am. I'll say one line in Hindi, but मेरे पैर हमेशा चादर से बाहर होते हैं. तो in a way, I think if you aim high, then even if you fall short, you'll still be high. So I have big ambitions, and I'm hopeful that I'll be able to achieve at least a few of them.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I mean, every day you wake up and think about how I can create another opportunity, and I'm trying to do the best I can in that. I really believe that, जब किसी भी एक औरत को, especially, I believe in sisterhood very much. I'm a very girl's girl. मुझे, successes बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं. जब लड़कियाँ persevere करके they become successful, it gives me so much inspiration because I'm a small town girl, and I have seen many of my friends and family and girls that I've known whose wings were cut off at a very young age, who didn't have the opportunity or the choices that my family gave me. So it's always been a quest of mine to be able to, I have this saying where I say when a woman takes a step forward, you should always take a step, pass your hand and bring another woman forward. And that's always been my quest. Like I said, I'm working with a lot of female writers, producers, filmmakers that I push. I'm working with really partners in Hollywood and in America to push Indian cinema, Indian talent, Indian music and movies, Indian subjects, so that they are normal and we can watch a lot of them. So I hope to be able to, every single day that I can, contribute to those that have not as much as me, because I always think कि मैं कितनी lucky हूँ या हम लोग कितने lucky हैं that we had families that gave us this opportunity. There are so many girls. They might be as talented as us, as beautiful as us. Their desires may be as deep as us, but they are born under different circumstances and they don't get that. So I take this responsibility of the position that my family and my parents gave me very seriously, to be able to say to people that a woman's success and a woman moving forward helps families move forward. A woman is what keeps a whole family together. So अगर आप अपनी बेटी को success दोगे, if you give your daughter the opportunity to stand on her own feet, she will make sure not just her family, but the community thrives. So it's very important for us to teach our daughters and our sons that it's really important to push women forward and give them opportunities. I'm trying.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Well, this was very difficult because we shot it over a year and a half. And a movie takes 60 to 90 days. You finish it off in like about 90 days. But this was a TV show. It was 6 episodes. And we shot the whole thing like one large movie. And also physically, to stay fit, to stay agile, to stay... when you dance, you workout karte ho, you have to warm up. So when you're doing stunts, we shoot it over a 12-hour day, right? You ask for technicals, so I'm giving you technicals. And when you're physical, how do you stay warm? How do you stay agile? How do you not hurt yourself? How do you remember your choreography without... I'm not really, like a spy or a fighter, or I've never been trained. I've learned for the job. But I do enjoy it, but because I have done this in the past and I have done it in Bollywood movies and like Quantico and other things, I trust myself very much. So this is kind of my wheelhouse. It's like what I'm comfortable doing. I'm good at it. So when I walk onto set, I'm not afraid of it. I can train. I'm confident. After this, I'm looking for something that scares me.
I don't think anything scares me.
Oh, I like challenges. First, it has to scare you, and then you have to rise above it. So I enjoy looking for work that intimidates me a little bit. Well, I disagree with you a little bit. I think that I may be, like you said, not me, before somebody misquotes me, you said that I am the only one that has been able to achieve that, right? But to me, think about the kind of Hindi movies I've done. Look at the variety of roles that I've played. Look at the kind of filmmakers that I've worked with. The best in the business, the best filmmakers in Bollywood, the best actors, the best talent. I haven't had the opportunity to do that in Hollywood yet. I want to be able to build my credibility enough as an actor to be able to work with really amazing talent, to work with really amazing filmmakers. And I hope the next decade of my life, I'll be able to do that there as well, as much as I had been able to do here. I think the fact that I had the exposure with working with the best in the business in India gave me the confidence to be able to do what I do there. So I'm hoping that's what I want to do now, is to work with really amazing filmmakers and do a variety of roles where I surprise people that are just getting to know me. You guys have known me for 20 years, but there are a lot of people and audiences around the world that are just getting to know me, and I want to show them that I can do so much more, like you have seen already. You know. हम लोग एज अ कल्चर एग्जैजरेटेड हैं, तो हमारी फिल्में एग्जैजरेटेड होंगी. हम लोग कितने लाउडली बात करते हैं, हम लोग खाना कितना लाउड होता है, हम लोग म्यूज़िक कितनी लाउड सुनते हैं, तो हमारी फिल्में भी लाउड हैं. और हमारा कल्चर जब बदलेगा तब हम ये करेंगे. क्यों बदले हमारे कल्चर से? आई थिंक आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ द मूवीज़ वी मेक. हम जिस तरह हमारी टेक्निकल फिल्म, जो हमारी टेक्निक है हमारी फिल्मों की, वो कितनी बाहर आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड चली गई. हॉलीवुड से कंपैरिजन करते हैं लोग, हमारे VFX को हॉलीवुड से कंपैरिजन करते हैं, लेकिन हमारा कल्चर जो है उसको मत बदलो यार. वो बहुत अच्छा है. तो उससे थोड़ा अच्छी, तभी तो मज़ा आता है फिल्मों को देखने में. लाउड लाउड सुनते हैं हम लोग, डांस करते हैं थिएटर में. कभी देखा है हॉलीवुड में थिएटर में डांस कर रहे हैं? देन यू शुडंट चेंज दैट. आई डोंट थिंक सो. Well, I always wanted to be play Bond, so here you go. No, I mean, there are so many spy verses. I mean, there's Ethan Hunt and Tom Mission Impossible. There's the Bourne series. There's Bond. There's like, so many. Because I think we as human beings just love the idea of spies and espionage and, like intelligence and lies and deceit. And that's just a really interesting, juicy world for people who like to watch, TV. And that's why those series have done really well. But I think if people want to draw comparisons, sure, you can. But I think Citadel is a very different show because this is truly global. All the movies that I'm talking about go to different countries. But here, the concept of the show is that the world has decided to share its intelligence. So Citadel has no allegiance to any country. So wherever suppose, where do you stay?
मुंबई.
Mumbai में कहाँ?
मलाड.
Malad में. तो तुम्हारे घर में, तुम्हारे पास में, your neighbor could be a Citadel agent and you wouldn't know about it. Somebody could be a Citadel agent in Sydney, Australia. And so Citadel exists in every part of the world. So we can tell stories in every part of the world. Hence there's an Indian franchise. Hence there is an Italian franchise and the possibility of many more. Because that's the concept. So that's, first of all, very, very new. It's never been attempted before. Second thing, what is very new about this show is it's not just about one spy, like the others that I talked about are. It's not one Bond, it's not one Ethan Hunt, it's not one spy. It is a world of spies. It's a world of espionage. So Citadel is very character forward, whether it's Richard's character, my character, Stanley's character, Ashley's character. The stories are, we live in the world of espionage, but it's the relationships between the characters that'll keep you glued into the show, which also I think is very different from the other franchises I talked about. It was difficult, but I find difficulties interesting. I think, I've been doing this for such a long time that if it's simple, then I'll be bored. And I don't like to be bored. I like to be inspired when I go to work. When I wake up in the morning and I have my coffee, I want to be excited. I want to think about what I'm doing. And so the challenge is what excites me. And this show is very challenging, physically, emotionally, in every way. But also the scale of it, like you said, it's a really big show. But to be able to helm such a big show and to see that, a studio like Amazon and Agbo, which is the Russo brothers, have that kind of faith in me to be able to, be the face of a show like this feels really good. I think think struggle तो हर इंसान की ज़िंदगी में होता है, कोई ज़िंदगी ऐसी थोड़ी ना होती है which is seamless. Like everybody has ups and downs, and I think you are a sum of your failures. You're a sum of your decisions. I think what you do after failure defines a person. Everyone fails. Now, what are you gonna do? आप गिर गए हो, आपको काम नहीं मिल रहा है, अब आप क्या करोगे? आपका अगला स्टेप क्या होगा? या आपकी पिक्चरें नहीं चल रही हैं, आपका अगला स्टेप क्या होगा? If you decide to just sit back and say I've failed, then nothing, no one can help you. But you have to find the bandwidth, the strength in yourself, in your inner being, to say, I will take one step forward. So I think struggles are what make people stronger. Without struggles, life would be so easy and we'd be so entitled, you know? I'm so excited. I can't wait for the India installment. I don't know very much about it. I just know a little bit of the story and stuff. But Varun was telling me a little bit the other day. I met him at the NMACC event, and he was telling me they're in the middle of filming, and I am such an admirer of DK and Raj. I think their work is really amazing. So they're going to bring some very cool expertise onto the India show. I have seen stuff. I have seen boards and stories, and it's going to be like nothing you've seen before, and especially because it connects to this show, and this show connects to the Italian show, and then going forward, who knows how much more. It's such an exciting thing for me because I think this is not a one-off. This is going to continue and keep going and bring audiences into the world of Citadel from all over the world, and that's just so ambitious and exciting.
Thank you. Thank you
Good?
so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.